Hello, welcome to Yarn Lane, a completely different programme, completely different show. This is all about knitting and crochet, and today we're doing pom-poms. But before we go on, introduce you to my new guest, Wendy Orlando. Let me just show you the website, because you can buy everything that we've got on pre-order. So have a look, you go to the website, which is yarnlane.com, click on Watch the Show Live, and then you'll see me there I am. And then if you scroll down, everything, and there's those gorgeous books I keep telling you about. I'll show you in a minute. So everything from today's show is there. Oh, look at those lovely yarns, double knit yarns there. They're the pom-pom makers. No. So everything at the moment is on pre-order. Hannah said to me, John, when we start playing everything, it goes into 2 columns. Right, so go back to the top. Go back to the top. It won't look like this thing, because at the moment we've just got pre-order. As soon as we play something through, then there'll be 2 columns. There's pre-order and show deals, right? But everything will be there. Either if it hasn't been played through, it'll be on pre-order, and if it has been played through, it'll be on show deals. But you only pay if you've already bought something from Sewing Street from us, you'll only pay 1p&p for during the day, and that's till midnight tonight. Okay. Shall we start then? Because we're doing pom-poms. So I'm just going to take you through. I'll show you everything we've got to buy, first of all, and then we can just have a nice pom-pom making hour, can't we? So this is the extra large pom-pom maker. No, I don't know how they work either. I'm going to be intrigued as well. This is extra large, 4.5-inch pom-poms this makes. Look. They're gorgeous, aren't they? So how much is that? £9.99. £9.99. Last time it was on air, completely sold out. Last time we had it, completely sold out. Well, I quite like, see, it would take me back to being a child. We used to make a big pom-pom. In those days, we used to have 2 pieces of Kellogg's cornflakes, and with a hole in it, you just have to sit there, wind, and then you chop around it like that. On the end of the bathroom, in those days, we had the bathroom and the toilet separate, right? And on the one that went into the bathroom had a big orange pom-pom on the end of it, like that. And it was where we used to pull the string. When you went in the dark, you'd better find the cord, because if you go in the dark, you're flailing around all over the place, aren't you? So that's where I'd put the first one. But Wendy's made this gorgeous little bunting that I'll show you in a minute, and I think that's quite nice as well. Do it giant bunting bomb. No, I gotta say that. I'll say that again. Giant bunting pom-poms, not ponting bum-bums. You don't want to be making those. Right, okay, that's extra large, 4.5 inches. Go. Then, this is brilliant, because you get 2 in this one. This one is 2.5 inch and 3 3/8 inch. So the smaller one is 2.5, and the big one is 3 3/8. So this is brilliant if you're going to make an animal, because you've got body, head, body. Yeah, IYZW53. Oh, okay. So these are 2 different colours. What colours are yours on the web? Yeah, these are. This one's green, that one's blue. On the website, it's a different green. So it's green and blue. Green and blue they are. Yeah, same sizes, you maybe get a different colour. This just says large pom-pom maker though, doesn't it? Oh, because you get two different sizes, obviously, in there. That's fine. For $6.90. You see, that's good. $6.99 for 2, isn't it? Right, okay. Then we go mini. So this is to make a 1 3/8 and a 1 5/8. Are yours pink and yellow on your picture, Hannah? Oh, Susan says good afternoon. Angie says hiya. Hiya. $5.99. This is small pom-pom maker. Oh, I just get all of them. Go pom-pom crazy. It's a song, isn't it? She's pom-pom crazy. She's pom-pom man. No, I've made that one up. I did make that one up. No, $5.99. Don't look at me. Look at the pom-pom makers. Something I never thought I'd say on afternoon television. 1 3/8, 1 5/8. Yeah, I've got another one. Do you want the number? 05. I've also got extra small, which are 3/4 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch. And they've used them to decorate bottles, decorate wreaths, sweaters, bonnets, scarves, and what? Little bobtails. Because Hannah, make loads of those. Experience the Clover difference. Just reading the package. Now they look, I'll get Wendy to explain this because they look completely different to all the things we've just done. Pom Pom maker. That's a 3/4 inch and a 1 inch there. Of these, loads, the baby ones gone in baskets. Maybe you all got the bigger ones last time and you haven't seen these before. They look like little transformers there. Look, that looks like the head. And that's the body and the arms and the legs. Am I what? Yeah, I've just had one of the biscuits that Wendy brought us. Right, okay, that's those. That's that one. Now, was it books or yarn next? Books next, right. Now, remember I said in the end of Sewing Street, I said you can make avocado and sushi. Well, you can. Look, avocado, sushi, sliced apple, orange segments. Is that a lychee there? Don't know, we'll have a look in the book. Panda, tiger, Hannah. There's 50. Oh, look, little cupcakes. Oh, if your sushi looks like that. Oh, no. Is that licorice all sorts? Let's look in the book. Oh, look, they're emojis. Wait. I love these books, right? $14.99. So we've got motifs, emojis, animals, fruit, food, sweets, and pom-pom accessories. You can't eat any of them, obviously. Right, I'm going to have to romp through this now, aren't I? Panda, cupcakes. Oh, here, there they are. Macaroons. That's what Mrs. Overall choked on, wasn't it? Chickens, monkey, lollipops, cactus, star. That's not sushi, is it? Hang on. That's sushi. That's cakes. Oh, yeah, they're slices of cake. Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Oh, I wouldn't want blue buttercream like that. Onigiri, California roll and maki roll. Hot dog, tiger, pear. Oh, it's a pear. Bunny, bear. Now, if that's to size, right, my honey thing is only about that big in real life. Peach, kiwi, pineapple, and orange. I told you this book was brilliant. Look! Heart eyes, rolling eyes, smiley, cheeky, laughing, cool, and happy. Hamburger. There's your avocado and your apple. There's your owl. It's an owl. Right, okay, that must be all the projects. And this is the tools and materials that you need. Pom-pom makers, how to join pom-poms together. Oh, no, we're starting again now. Look, star, butterfly, lips, eyes, crown, moon. There's your emojis. So we've seen those. Smiley, cool, happy, laughing, rolling eyes, cheeky. Amanda. No, that doesn't say Amanda. Animals. Bunny, bear, penguin, chicken, panda, pig, sheep. Oh, Sally Stevens has got 2 of those. Shiba Inus, they're called, aren't they? Cat, monkey, tiger, owl, hedgehog, lion. Oh, there's hedgehogs from a hedgehog house. They wouldn't eat much food, would they? Yeah. Fruit pom-poms, apples, avocados, kiwis. Oh, how brilliant are these? I'm only on page 113. Orange, peach, pear, pineapple. Pineapple. Watermelon. Oh, look, sushi. Onig, there, yeah. Bread roll. I didn't see bread roll. Bread roll. Hamburger. Maki roll. California roll. French bread. Well, that's good. Oh, there you go. Hang on, I've jumped. Croissant. Oh, I love a croissant. Hot dog. Oh, look at that. Even the mustard's in there. I will stop in a minute because we've got loads to show you. Marshmallow. What's one? What's a mocky? Oh, Japanese snacks. I've never heard of those. Cake pop. I thought that was a lollipop. Macaroon. Cake slices. Ice cream. Oh, no. Oh, look. Dangly earrings. Oh, look. Dangly earrings. Hoop earrings. Because you can go to Jewellery Maker and you can get the findings on Jewellery Maker to make those. Pearl earrings. Keychain. Oh, what? You make pendant. Ring. Engagement ring, Hannah. And that's it. That's all that for $14.99. That's brilliant. Right, I'm going to move on. Pom Pom Animals is next. I won't take as long, I promise, because Wendy's got loads to show you. Right. This one looks 45 easy and adorable projects. Now, in this one, look, Pomeranians, squirrels, chipmunks, Douglas, red panda. Look, you ready? You ready? Oh! We should let little Paul see these because he's got denim jackets that's embellished like this, isn't he? Right, so animal brooches, Douglas the squirrel, chipmunk. Oh, these are incredible. Grey rabbit, golden rabbit, hedgehog, hamsters. Look at them with their pouches. Red panda, Pomeranian, toy. Oh, that one looks a bit real. That one looks very real, doesn't it? The toy poodle. Right, hang on. What's that then? Exotic short hair, cats, white Java sparrow. I don't think you'll see these in our gardens, will we? Oh, budgies. Burrowing owl, northern white-faced owl, barn owl. Oh, my word, this is brilliant, isn't it? Panda, koalas, fox, wolf, lion. Female lad's got a string of pearls. Sloth. Oh, look. Sheep. Oh. Bear, polar bear, seal, blimey, otter. They're never ending, aren't they? We've seen those before. Then we've got sparrows, budgies. Look at them all. Hedgehog, sheep. Oh, these have got legs. Hang on, we've gone from faces. Oh, my word. Blue budgie, light green budgie, agate, Java, sparrow. Oh, two of them aren't budgies. Sheep. Right, and then we've got how to make the pom-poms and the yarn and everything like that. Oh, yeah, there's all your instructions there. Oh, my word, that's fantastic. Hang on. Tsubasa Kurodo, also known as Tricotori, was born in 1981, graduated from Tokyo University of Arts. She started working on pom-poms while working on a handicraft stall and now creates accessories and small handicrafts. This is her first book. We love it. We love it. $12.99. Right, pocket pom-poms. Half the stock of Pom Pom Animals has gone. I'm sorry I'm rushing, but Wendy's got a lot to show you. Is it a very popular thing in Japan then? Because I think all these people have been Japanese so far. Anyway, look. This one's more cutesy. This one's good. Hannah keeps calling this one Pocket Friends. It's actually Pocket Pom-Poms. 35, here we go. We just do it from the first page. Fox, bunny, owl, mouse, panda, brown bear, cat, lovebirds. Oh, all right then. Hannah wants to see them. Here we go then. So introduction, toys and materials. I'll get to the project's techniques. This one's done the other way around, isn't it? So you've got all the techniques at the beginning. How to make an animal. Oh, hang on. Have I gone too far? No. I'm still on techniques. Right, here we go. Is that a llama? No, it's a dog. It's a dog. Here we go. Projects. Fox. Bunny. Panda. Mouse. This is because these have got bodies and heads, haven't they? Oh, look. Owl. This is if you got the two pom-pom. Brown bear. Cat. Lovebirds. Teddy bear. They love the hedgehogs, don't they? Koala, seal pup, puffer fish. Look at their mouths. Hamster. Spider. Robin. Sheep. Chicken and chick. No, that sounds like chicken and chips. Chicken and chick. Bumblebee. Ladybirds. Have you got the ladybird fabric earlier in the buttons? Oh, caterpillar. Turtle. Amy. Snail. Squirrel. Oh. Penguin. Penguin looks a bit like an owl to me. Toucan. Play at that game. Dolphins. Pig. Oh, no, a duck and a duckling. A hummingbird. Now, where we lived in San Diego, they're these in the garden. They're just all flat. Yeah, we don't live there anymore. Crab and hermit. Crab. In the shop near where we stay in San Diego, there's a hermit crab there as well. Yeah, okay. Oh, there you go. Look, you can make the neck as long as you like. Oh, brilliant. So that one's by Search Press. Right, come on, quickly. One more book. Pom Pom Craft, 17 fun projects to make from Alison Howard. Alison Howard's done this one. This one looks slightly different now, so here we go. Cherries. Chick. How much is this one? Oh, $5.99. That's good, isn't it? Bunny. That bunny. Oh, yeah. Oh, Wendy's made some of these. Oh, there you go. That's the garland that Wendy's made. I called it bunting earlier. Mouse. Caterpillar. Spider. Sheep. Lamb. Oh. Snowman. Teddy bear. Now, these pictures look huge. They're only about that big. You'll see in a minute. Pot stand. Pot stand. What animal's that? Oh, look. It's like Oh, I wouldn't put your teapot on it if I were you. Heart. Oh, wreath. That's pretty, isn't it, for your door? Oh, elasticated doll. Add long plaits or ponytail. Turns it into a girl. That's, yep. Planets mobile. Lot of sea in the earth, isn't there? Is that the sun, do you think, there, and the moon? Where's the red one? Oh, there they are. Oh, I've just licked my fingers. And that's it, I think. That was the pinnacle, was that one. Pom Pom Crafts, $5.99. Right, very quickly, got a bundle of yarns. These are rather gorgeous. Rainbow. If you love rainbows, you're going to love this. So you get a red, a green, a purple, a yellow, an orange, a turquoise, and a darker purple, a lavender and a purple. They are all 25-gram balls. They're all double knit acrylic, 100% acrylic. You might have some bits in your stash, but these are gorgeous, aren't they? Look at those lovely colours. You might not have these dual gem colours because we've got ruby, gold, amethyst, fire opal, emerald, aquamarine, and Uruguayan amethyst, that one. Bit of red in that one. $6.49 for that ball of that. All of those for £6.49. What? No, just that one ball. Oh, it's crocus, that one's called. They've all got names. It's orange. Acid. Right, let's get going with the pom-pom. We'll come back to the tassels after that, because I've got tassel makers as well. Wendy, sorry, I've taken up loads of your time already. Off you go.
They are very quick and easy to make anyway. But you can see that I've made some little things out of the book.
Right.
So this is the little,
So now which books are they out of?
This
then?
is the little lovebird. He hasn't got a little friend at the moment.
Oh,
I'm going to
Hannah.
have to make him a little friend.
Little Paul was going to get lovebirds many years ago. Maybe we should give him that one.
Yeah, but so this one was out of the
Pocket pom-pom. Oh, no.
I'm just trying to find where it was. But the brilliant thing about these, John, because you could say, well, there's 4 books. You've got 4 pom-pom books. They're all different.
Yes.
And they're just so easy to follow, and that's what I loved. No, I don't think it was here.
Don't worry.
But it was in one of these books.
Hannah thinks it was pocket pom-poms.
I think it's pocket. I think he's a little pocket pom-pom.
What is it we're looking for?
We're looking for the little love. There he is. So you can see, I mean, my little face is, and that's what makes these so cute. This is going to be a brilliant, brilliant project for children to do.
Oh, okay.
The one thing I would say, The things that you do need with it are a very, very sharp pair of scissors, so do not allow the children to actually cut the pom-pom.
Right.
But the good thing is that they'll be able to wind it. And with this project, this is, I don't want to say simple, it's a bit simpler, this one.
Right.
Because you're putting like 2 pom-poms together. With the pom-pom animals and these pom-poms, they are phenomenal to actually create these kind of things on them. If you look, they show you exactly what you need to do. And this is, and I've got a hedgehog on my blog and he took me forever to work out.
Right.
It is not as easy as it looks to actually create
But that book
these.
tells you how to do it exactly.
But someone has sat down and worked it all out. So it's showing you that your first stage you do this, and it tells you that you do 18 wraps, then number 2 you do 10. The one thing I will say about this book, you need to have the right size, because otherwise if I'm using the massive one, that's not going to be 18 wraps.
Right, okay.
Because the pom-poms are different. But it does tell you in there, this particular book I think uses 2 sizes. And the great thing about this one, John, and you'll notice with your pom-poms, they differ to mine. There's absolutely no different to them. They're still clover, they're exactly the same. But for some reason, they decided to change. No, yours are okay. Yours are the same as mine. No.
What are you talking about?
Right, your yellow one,
Yeah.
you've got a yellow inner, where I've got yellow arms. So all your arms are cream on there. And all that's happened is they've just turned the colours round.
Oh, okay.
They're exactly the same
Oh,
pom-poms.
that's the green that Hannah was talking about earlier on her picture then.
So, But what the brilliant thing is, this book, for me, I can see straight away that the lady's using the yellow pom. So I know that this one's going to correspond to it. So when she tells me to do 6 of the first colour, I know to do that. So just be a little bit careful. And the great thing about these is I can use these big ones if I want to, John. It's just that you're going to have to use the pictures more of a guide.
Rather than counting them.
Rather than counting them. But there's no reason why you can't upscale or downscale. And to your point, John, you were saying about this really, really diddy one.
Well, I don't know how to work any of them.
I will show you, but this one's absolutely no difference. It just looks different because the bit that you wind the wall round is so tiny.
That was that the little one that was most popular? Yeah, the tiny ones.
So if I put it against this one, you can see that this one's much, much bigger. And this is really, really tiny.
Yes.
So because that is tiddly, when you put it together, it doesn't actually look the same. But it absolutely is. Right, let's get going.
So if I've never, ever had one of these before, I don't even know where to start.
All you need is some wool.
Right.
Now, what I would say, it's the best wool to do. I'm just thinking what would be the best colour to show on screen for. I don't want to blind them up there. I'll probably use that colour.
Okay.
They work best with acrylic, John.
Right, which all these are.
They will work with the cotton, which is, we do have cotton coming up. That's more for tassels because cotton's heavier and hang down. You'll get a nicer effect with the tassel.
Right.
But for pom-poms, acrylic will work better. You can still use cotton if you want to. Now, what I like to do with mine, and all I've done here, John, is I've wound mine into cakes. Purely because there is anyone that can see the floor down here will see there's cotton everywhere, and I don't want to pick it up as it's bouncing around on the floor.
Right.
But you can just take it from the ball as it is because yours are balls, aren't they there?
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do and what I like to do, unless you're following one of the patterns, John, then I like to use a double strand because I find that I can wind my pom quicker.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can use 1 strand, 2 strands, 3 strands. It really doesn't matter. But bear in mind that the more strands that you use, the less even you're going to get.
So you're using a 1 5/8 one, are you, at the moment?
I'm using the 4.5. Is that what that says?
45 millimetres.
45, yes. So I'm using that one at the moment. And as you can see, yours is yellow, John. It's just that mine is a different shade.
Yellow,
but it's still a clover.
Okay.
And I've used so many pom-poms makers in my years, and these are the best that I've ever had.
Okay.
Now, you've got 2 sets of arms here.
Right.
And as you can see, they pivot and move.
Oh, okay.
So they move. And they're joined together by a hole on one side and a rod on the other, and they simply, you just put them together, and then all you want to do is just line the sides up, because that is one half of your pom-pom and that is the other half.
Right.
And then this is how easy it is. We're just, yes.
No, keep going.
We're just going to wind the wool round. Now, the secret to a really good pom is an even wind.
Right.
When you're doing things like these here, you'll see that you've got like, on stage 4, you've got to wind a little bit just around there. You just have to wind it around 4 times there.
Right.
So it will make it a little bit more uneven there, but as a general rule, you just need to keep it nice and even all the way backwards.
Okay, the reason I breathed in is you've taken both ends of the wool, have you, from the ball?
I have.
And tied them together.
I've wound mine in a cake. So
Right.
I've taken the middle of the cake and the outside.
Okay.
But you can wind 1 or 2 strands. I don't know if we've got any of the winders on the website, but I wind everything into cakes, John.
Oh, okay. That's
the wool winder
thing.
that we have. It is. Did you not see our wool winding?
No.
So I just like to wind with a double strand, and purely I'm doing it for speed today.
Right.
And all you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to put the strand over the top of the arm. Now, I'm a lefty, so it's going to be, it might look a little bit odd to people, but this
Okay.
is the way that I do it. And then all you're going to do is just wind the wool, and as soon as you get past the strand that you started, you can then cut it off. It doesn't matter if you don't, it just sometimes it gets involved with the next part and we don't really want that.
Right.
And then you just carry on winding. And I'm going from left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. And that is the secret of a really even pom-pom. If I just keep winding in one place all the time and then go to the next place and the next, you will get quite an uneven pom at the end of it. And then I just go back the other way.
Okay.
It's this simple, John. And when I've got to that end, then I go back the other way.
Yeah, because when we used to make it in the olden days, we had a complete donut of cardboard, and you had 2 of them.
How did we do it, John?
And you went,
How
well, like
did we
that.
do-
You went in and
But-
out, in and out, in
But
and out.
how?
in and out.
Because I remember when we got to the end, we physically had to have one of the wool darning needles to thread
Push it through, yeah.
How did we do it? We must have had so much
We had little
patience.
hands in those days.
We did have little
And
hands.
no internet or telly or...
I used to love making them. I used to and you're right, I used to cut mine like you did out of cereal packet and making a really big pom. You could be there for hours. And then just keep winding it. And this part I liken to a little satsuma segment.
Right.
You don't want to overfill it. If you put it beyond this part here, beyond there, then when you put the 2 poms together, when you put the 2 sides and tie them, there's going to be an awful lot of mass in that centre.
Okay.
And then you're going to find it a little bit harder.
Okay.
And then we just put this away and
Right.
cut the yarn off. Now you will notice here that the wool doesn't touch the sides. Now that's quite right for the smaller pom-poms.
Right.
When you're winding the big pom-poms, you have a lot of wool on it, and you'll find that when you close it, it will feel stiff because the wool will be touching these outer walls. But for these smaller ones, that is quite normal, and you have wound it enough.
Right.
All you do is take the other 2 arms and place them together and do exactly the same, John. So we start winding until we've gone over the bit that we started with. We know we're safe now to cut it off. If you don't go over it, it just flies. It just goes flying. And then we're just going to wind it all the way along till we get to the top and then go back the other way. Now, because I'm using 2 strands, it's really, really
Filling
quick.
up quickly, yeah.
And I just wanted to do it for demonstration purposes. But with the books, they will tell you to do it with 1 strand, but it doesn't matter. If they tell you to do 14 strands, you can just wind a double round 7 times. It doesn't matter. And again, I'm looking for that satsuma segment, so it's a little bit below that top edge.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to close it up.
So now you've just got the equivalent of our cardboard donut from the olden days.
And how quick and easy that was. And I was going in slow time. I would just be winding and winding and winding. Now, you do need, as I say, this part, don't let the children do this because you really need a sharp-ended pair of scissors. This is the most important thing. Now, I'll show you on this one that's not been wound. You'll see that there is a ridge. I don't know how if you'll be able to pick that up, but you'll be able to see this ridge there. That's what we're aiming to cut. So if you pretend that's all loaded with wool, we're cutting down that centre there.
Right.
The more accurate you can cut down that centre, again, the more even you're going to have a pom.
Yeah.
I will just say that in the Pom Pom animals and these ones here, the Pom Pom Pom, you really do trim them down. So
Right.
it's not going to matter too much. With the Pom Pom Crafts and this little one here, you don't do as much trimming to get to the final shape.
Okay.
And don't be alarmed with this. Something like the orange segment, when it first comes out, see if I can show you it.
Pom, pom, pom.
Pom Pom Pom. Yes, this is a brilliant book. This is, I absolutely love it. 'Cause
Well, no,
got
it's adorable, that
It
book,
is
isn't it?
absolutely.
There it is.
So there's the orange. So you can see that when theirs comes out of the actual pom pom maker, it's really messy and it's
Yeah.
quite open.
So to follow that pattern, you do like 4 rows, you do a row of orange, a row of orange, a row of orange, and then you'd suddenly do half a row of grey. Is that how it works? No?
That's the beauty. This is brilliant, this book. And as I say, someone has sat down and worked all this out, John. It tells you on this side here the colours and the number of wraps. So the lower one here is completely orange.
Yeah.
So it tells you to wrap it around 160 times.
Yeah,
and
we
again,
could do that.
but you must make sure that you've got the right size pom-pom for that.
Yeah.
But the upper wrap, so you start with number 1 here. So you're going to do 3 turns of the colour, and in this case it's white. It looks grey,
Oh, right, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
white.
yeah.
So you do 3 turns,
Yeah.
you do 3 wind rounds, and then number 2, you do 16 all along where number 2 is. So what I found when I made this one, and I left it at home, is number 1 and number 2 are actually both white. So I would do 8, then an 8 this side, and then I'd wind them in the middle, rather than start with that one and then
Yeah,
wide round.
yeah, got it.
And then you would just put number 3 tells you to do 20 of orange.
Yeah.
Number 4 tells you to do 20
So you
of
swap
orange.
the colour. You
You
swap
just
the
change
colour.
the
Okay.
colour, and then when it comes out, it's going to look like that, and it's going to look an absolute mess, and it looks
Right.
nothing like an orange segment, John.
Yeah.
But
No, it's like a pom pom.
well, it does, doesn't it? But as you trim it down, and the more you trim it down, then it eventually, when we get to this, it looks like a perfectly formed little segment.
Since you did it on a computer, you must have worked on a computer. She can't have sat and counted how many rows.
No, she would have sat and counted.
Yeah.
But so don't be alarmed when, especially with that and the Pom Pom animals, when they come out, you're going to think, whoa, its eyes aren't in the right place, and they do like a little stick just to put the shapings.
Yeah.
But those two, don't be alarmed. And then all we do when we've got our Pom Pom loaded up.
Okay, I've got a quick question.
Yes.
Wendy, it says, Melanie says, hi Wendy, great demo, but can I ask, can I use chunky wool?
It doesn't matter. Yes, if it's chunky acrylic, absolutely you can use it.
Right.
Obviously, you can't use chunky wool on that
No.
because it will be 1 turn. But certainly for the bigger pom-poms, as long as it's acrylic, as I say, cotton will work, but cotton tends to stay where it's put.
Right.
Whereas acrylic, you can mould into the shape. So I would definitely use,
Okay.
but yes, you can use, and you can use different colours. With this one here, I've used 2 different shades of purple.
Right.
I've just put 2 different shades together, wound them round, and I've got a really nice motley effect.
Well, yeah, because the ones we used to make when I was little just had all my nan's.
The leftovers.
Sometimes you'd only have a strand that big. You just wind it on, then do the next colour and just wind it on.
I'd forgotten about yes. I wasn't allowed to have a full ball. I
No,
just
no,
had
no.
the
You
little
just had what
leftovers.
Nan had left over. Yeah.
And you see, I've done the little garland at the back out of all the colours and the rainbows. It's not very often you get every colour of the rainbow.
No.
So you've got the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. You've actually got all those. I've got it round the wrong way. I've just seen. But that's brilliant. This wall for doing that because it will just make a nice, quick, and easy project. So right, when we've actually finished the pom-pom, so we've wound it,
Yeah.
what we're now going to do, nice sharp end of pair of scissors. As I say, I can't stress enough that they need to be sharp, so please do not let children do this. And then we're just going to, and you can hear how sharp these are with the sound they're making. And then I'm trying to keep that as straight as I possibly can get it.
Right.
And then I turn it over and I cut in between that groove again. Now it hasn't happened on this one, but sometimes when you first wind it and you have that little strand left, it's left in the centre. Just pull it out, John, because that will interfere with your tying. Now, a lot of people say, well, how do you tie them off? Because ours just come apart. And they can do. And I would say that these are more decorative because if I were to pull this now, the strand would come out. So you do have to be mindful that you wouldn't give them to small children.
Yeah.
And then I like to have a cotton yarn as well. Now you have got the cotton yarns, because you can really pull
I
that
see.
and it's
Because
not
if you do
going
it
to
with
break.
acrylic, it might stretch or
Whereas
snap.
I will actually show you what will happen. So what we now need to do is tie all those strands off, because if I was just to open that now, John, there would just be strands that long and they would just pop everywhere. And I will show you, so please don't be alarmed. I'm expecting this to happen. So I'm going to tie this one off using the acrylic, and I would pull and just form a knot, and then and that's what would happen.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't use acrylic. I would just get a cheap cotton, and then you can wrap that around, and then all we're going to do is pull it tight. Now, the tighter you pull it, you're going to be pulling all those fibres in towards the centre. So we pull it as tight as we can, and then we tie it again. Because obviously if I don't tie it off a second time, it's all just going to pop out.
Susan loves her pom-pom makers.
I absolutely love them.
And she says, find that expensive double knit is best. Inexpensive double knit is best. But you do need sharp shears.
Definitely.
And then Hayley says, love it when Wendy and John are together.
Oh,
Right,
although I did hear you being very rude about me earlier on, John.
Nothing new there then.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Saying that you'd asked to change days and then I changed with you.
Yeah, I told you that though.
Oh, yes. So then I turned it over and tied it the other way. Now
Well, that's only the same as when you did the cardboard. You just you trimmed it.
But how difficult was it to do
that? You
that?
separated the cardboard and then you had to get your string in the middle.
But it was so difficult, wasn't it? And now all we do to release the pom and the magic is make sure that you open your arms first, both of them. Don't just hoik it and pull it, because what you want to do is you don't want to be really...
Oh, that's why you've got the rod and the hole in the middle. Got it.
You don't want to be now really touching the pom-pom if you can, and then we just pull it apart and it falls off, and then you just give it a shush. So just give it a good shake. Now, these ones at the back, John, I haven't done anything to.
Right.
That's how they came out of the pom-pom maker, which, because I wound it quite even, I'm quite happy with those. But now what you can do, and it's really, again, really important, I can't stress that, don't let children do this, because you need a nice sharp, and I'm just catching my bits because otherwise they go everywhere, and you just give it a trim like that. Now, the more you trim it, the more dense it's going to be. Now, this one was trimmed quite a bit, this one. I did have a little blue one, I don't know where he's gone, but he was really dense because I went really close.
Right.
But you need to be careful, because when we've tied that centre off, if you cut too close to that centre, it's all just going to pop out. So you can be bold, and as I say, the closer you go down, and you can see that's quite open at the moment, but the more I cut off, I'm going to just show you, I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick that up.
It was right close there. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, if you can, oops, sorry, that's me. If we can come in. And you can see that the bit that I've trimmed back here is really, really dense, really dense. And then all the outside is fluffy. So you'll see with the toys here that they've gone really, really close to get the shapings. But just be careful, if you do that, you really need to tie that centre tight. So that's how you make the pom-pom.
The pom-pom animal book is about to sell out.
Oh, I'm not surprised. There are some really, really gorgeous. Now, what I did think, if you see the lady in here, she's wearing most of them as brooches or jewellery.
I noticed that,
And that's because you would cut the back flat. But again, you have to be careful that you don't cut too close to the centre. I wouldn't do that, John, if it was me. It'd be lovely to wear it, but how about making a body for it? Because those heads are spectacular. You could just make a body.
Or you could make artwork out of them rather than wearing them.
Yes.
Then you just have to pin it to a board or something. Or
that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Glue gun it to a board.
That would be amazing, and they would make fantastic ends of scarves, too little at the end of your scarf. But I've just put felt on mine, but the lady here has actually put eyes in them. But again, you do have to be mindful what they're going to be used for.
How do you put toy eyes in? Because nothing's got nothing to grasp onto, has it?
Well, they glue them.
Okay.
So
children chewing those too.
Exactly. So what you can put felt on them, but you have to be careful how you glue them. You can put beads on them, but again.
But the thing is, these are, like you say, these are decorative. We would never give pom-poms to children to play with when we were younger. They literally were for the light switch or something like that. They weren't toys that we would sit and... Because as soon as you put that in your mouth, a child puts that in their mouth, they're going to get yarn and everything's going to...
These are definitely not to be played with. But how wonderful to be able to teach children how things come together. And as I say, I've designed a few of these, and it's really technical, and it's great.
Well, just those pictures in Pom 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 look incredibly technical, you know.
So you can say, especially for an older child, you can read this and follow this, and it'd be brilliant. And as I say, don't be alarmed when it first comes out of the pom. You'll think, oh, that looks nothing like it, until you trim it back.
That's right. Somebody just deafened me in my ear.
But we've got the little rabbit here, and what I did with this one is I used, and it says it in the book, that's pipe cleaners.
So they still sell pipe cleaners?
They do. Oh, they do.
So is he from Pocket Pom? No, he's from Pom Pom Crafts.
Yes, he's in the Pom Pom Crafts one here. He's from this book. And I will, because my daughter upset me last night because she said it looked like a Furby.
I don't know what a Furby is.
John, how can you say that? That was in your era, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you are old, aren't you?
You're the same age as me, you just had children, that's all.
Oh, of course, yes. So this is, believe it or not, this is the rabbit, but I think it's so cute. And you just you just get pom-poms, and this is felt. Now, John.
What?
I like to think, oh, this is going to sound really awful me saying this, I like to think that I'm quite in with most things. I did not know that you could felt with wool.
Right.
Now, I know wool is...
Well, Delphine felts with, but it's wool that's come off the back of a sheep.
Exactly.
It's not
I didn't
wool
know that you could felt with a ball of wool. Now, I've made another one and turned it into a mouse instead of a rabbit. And this is where this is great. This is inspiration. But I felted its ears.
Oh, wow. So you've got the felting, you need the felting hooks and everything, don't you?
Yes, you just...
the sponge.
I've got the sponge, and I use the big one. I did use the single one just to shape it a bit more. And it's brilliant because in the books, they have all the templates for you to do that anyway.
Oh, fantastic.
So you could use felt.
But if you've got felt in your kit, like normal felt, you can just cut it out and put the ears on and things like that.
But yes, so Furby, rabbit Furby is felt. And my little mouse is
felting.
wool, so it's felting.
Yeah.
And I just, because I crochet, I just crocheted a little tail for it, and I just put some little whiskers. So you can adapt the patterns as well. The only thing that's going to limit you, John, is your imagination.
Exactly.
So just go for it. And then I just made a little rabbit out of the other book. So there's something in all the books for everyone, and it's absolutely brilliant.
And Liz with me, she can remember doing pom-poms on cardboard. Right, okay then, we haven't got long left, so should we talk about tassel makers then? I've got two sizes of tassel maker here. I'm going to start, large one first, which is this one. Sorry, my desk's a mess. Clover large tassel maker, $11.99. And then I've got the smaller one, which looks like, Hannah says it looks like a picture frame. I think it looks more like a fireplace. 10, that's the small one. 10. How much was the big one? $11.99. Small one's $10.99. Then, now for this one, we've got cotton yarn. A bundle of, it's a whole bundle, this. Whole bundle, so you get peppermint green, you get two variegated, you get a lavender and a lilac. $19.99. Now this is cotton yarn. Mulberry it is actually. 100% cotton, 100 grams on each ball. Lavender, mulberry. I'll tell you the colours in a minute. Celery. I've got celery in my bag for my lunch. Shell. Not Michelle, just Shell. And Bluebell. That's what they're all called. You get all of those in the bundle for $19.99. Okay, make me a tassel then.
I will make you a tassel. And you can see here the 3 tassels that I've already made.
Right. Lovely.
That's it. So we've got a tassel out of acrylic.
So that's out of the rainbow wool.
It is
that
out
we
of the
did
rainbow.
Before, yeah.
Then we have a tassel out of the, and I wasn't listening, John, I do apologise. Celery. But what I did with this one, and you can do it if it's a twisted yarn, is I've brushed it.
Right.
So it's a nice fluffy one. And then with this one, I've used the other colour, but I've made a right short dumpy one, and then I've added some beads on the end. So again, you can, your imagination, you just go for it, John.
Yeah.
Now, it's very, very, very easy. Now, when I used to make tassels, I used to get a bit of card. It was very confusing.
Right, okay.
Now, you said that there's 2 different sizes, but actually in the size, in each of these, there's different sizes as well.
Oh,
so what we do is we undo these little screws.
Yeah.
And then don't worry if you do undo them a little bit too much. If you undo
See,
them,
these are from Japan as well.
they're amazing over there. So I think that's going to...
Doesn't say what's... Oh, yes. 6 centimetre, 7 centimetre, 8 centimetre, 9 centimetre, and 10 centimetre is the one you've got. And the lilac coloured one is 3, 4 and 5.
So they do have different sizes.
Yeah.
Now, don't worry if you may find that the screw does come out, but don't worry because on the other side is it's like a bolt. So
Right.
you just put it back in. And then I'm just going to line them up. On that side, I'm going to line it to that one. We're going to make
So you just
quite
moved
a big
it to
one.
a certain size.
So I've just lined these up here. So you've got the different sizes.
Right.
And then this is brilliant because it's got a groove at the top
Yeah.
and a groove at the bottom. Now,
Yeah.
as I say, I used to do this with cardboard, John. I got myself in a right old pickle. So we turn it this way because these ones indicate, and it's all written in the instructions,
Right.
indicate where the middle is, and that's quite important.
Right.
So then what we're going to do, the more times you wind it round, the thicker it's going to be. So
Right.
this one was wound round a lot. And then this one, not quite so many, so you can see. And the reason
I suppose it depends what you're doing it for
is,
as well.
and the
doesn't it?
reason that we've put the cotton in, John, is because cotton is a naturally heavier strand and it hangs nicer. So all you need to do is you need to put the yarn, and you'll see there's a little groove at the side, so you just tuck it, and there's one either side, so it doesn't matter which one you do first. And that's just to hold it as you wind it round.
Oh.
So, yes, it's magic. So you can wind it round as many times as you like. The more times you wind it, the thicker your tassel is going to be. So I'm absolutely going to do... Now, I'm going to do about that much. And then what we do then is we then place it under the other one. So now we've got our two sides are completely secure.
Right.
Now, I'm on purpose doing a thin one just to show you because I've got a really big fat one there, so I'm going to do a thin one. So we just cut that off. Now, what you need to do...
It's not attached anywhere, though, on that side, is it? Oh, I see.
Yeah, sorry, me cutting it off pulled it out.
Yeah.
So the little groove this side and the little
got
groove
it.
that side.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to look for the centre and we're going to create a hanging loop. Now, all you do for that, and you can create it as long or as short as you want. It can be in the same yarn, it can be in a contrast yarn, it can be in a sparkly yarn.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to tie a knot in it, and then we've got a loop. So that's quite a big loop that I've got.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then you're going to put it, and it has to be, you should really put it in the centre, but this is going to be quite a thin one, but I just want to show you how it's formed. You need to put it below the centre line.
Right.
Because what we're going to do now is we don't tie the sides. These ones are purely there just to hold.
Yeah.
So we're going to tie the tassel off, but it has to be above that knot.
Right.
Otherwise the loop will disappear. And I like to make it as long, if not a little bit longer, than the distance from the centre to the end, and you'll see why in a moment. And then all we're going to do is tie it tight. Now again, this is cotton, John, so I can give it a jolly good pull, but just be a little bit careful if you're using acrylic. And then I'm going to double tie it. So now, and you can see it's longer, so it's going to be part of the tassel. It's above that knot. So now if I were to pull that knot, that's not going anywhere.
Right.
And then all we do is we can now release these, and we're going to cut in that groove, top and bottom. So I'm going to use my smaller scissors. So we're just going to cut that. Now I'm holding the centre, I'm not letting that centre go, because when I turn it up the other way, I want this to be in the middle. And then we're just going to cut it. And now what that's done, that's created you a tassel. So you've got your tassel, and you can see that the knot is down inside. So you just need to manipulate that so it disappears. Now, personally, I like to do it the same colour because then you can't see it. And you make it look like a bit like a head of hair, John. Sorry, I know you don't know what that means, sorry. So that's my only one today. Come on, you've done lots today, haven't you?
Don't know what you mean.
Now, they do show you a method to tie this off. Now, it's quite complicated because you're supposed to create a loop, then tie it round 2 or 3 times and then pull it through. I don't want to show something that is too complicated. So all I'm going to do is tie it round. Now, it depends how big you want this top head to be. I don't know what it's called, but you can go right close to the top. The bobble, yes. So I'm just going to give it a nice bobble like that. And then I'm going to pull it tight and then make sure it's secure.
What do they do that's different then in their thing?
They create a loop and then they wind it round the top. It's almost a bit like a slip knot.
Oh, okay.
And then as you come round the final time, you go through that loop and you pull it tight.
Got it.
But because it is quite fiddly, and I got very frustrated and I thought, no, I'm going
There's no need to.
No.
You can do it just like that.
But I think the reason they are doing it, though, there is normally method in people's madness, is that now this is sticking out to the side. So all I simply do is get a wool darning needle and then I push it back through the top and down through the centre.
Right.
Because now that knot is right in the middle. Because what can happen if you've got a bit sticking out, John, it's a bit like that bit of hair. You know that bit of hair that no matter how you comb it, it just goes doing.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what you get. But by tucking it back down through the centre, then it doesn't do that. And then all you do is you get the end of it, and please be careful, and you just give it a haircut to the size you want it to. And then you've got a beautiful, beautiful tassel. Now, I've made it on cardboard, and it's a pain. This changed my life when I had these, because I love making tassels. You can put them for curtain backs. You can. I've got garden bunting in the garden, so I made tassels and with big beads, and it just looks beautiful.
Oh, lovely. We can put them on the corner of cushions and all sorts of things, can't you?
And you can change, as I say. You've got long ones or shorter ones.
Well, yeah, because you can go from 6 to 10 centimetres on the green one, or 3 to 5 centimetres on the small. So you've got every size range, and again, you can make them fatter by just winding more and more and more yarn.
And also, what I will say on this one, though, John, with the bigger one, there's nothing to say that you saw me cut that down. There's nothing to say you couldn't cut it to there. Not that you'd want to, because it's an awful waste. But personally, I like both sizes because it gives you more variety.
Perfect. When are you in next?
31st.
31st. Brilliant. Right. Okay, Hannah, where do you want me to go? The last tassel maker we were just using, the larger one. Yeah. First time we had it on. Third of the stock has gone.
Whoa.
Okay, $11.99. The purple one, which is on the floor, is the smaller version. Same but smaller. Yeah. You can do 3 to 5 centimetres on this one. Oh, it's a graphic on it. Cotton yarn. Been through. There you go. So you've got 2 variegated, the celery and 2 purpley ones. $19.99. That's cotton. This is cotton yarn, this one. 100% cotton. Polyester yarn for the pom-poms. So this is like the rainbow here. These are all 25 grams. They're all acrylic. And you get the blue, the green, the yellow, the purple, the red, the lavender and the orange. £6.49. Oh, pom book. Only because we're going to run out of time, that's all. Pom book, $14.99 by Henry Le. That's got all sorts in it, emojis. Oh, there you go, emojis and everything. Pom animals are sold out. Pocket pom-poms. 35 little woolly creatures. There's not a Hannah in there. Yeah, you are, but you're not in the book. Well, she's a woolly creature anyway. Pom crafts. Yes. Hannah said, I'm all of these all put together. Caterpillar with a, I don't know what that is. $5.99. Pom makers. Large, extra large. It's quick and easy to make a pom-pom, says Steve, $9.99. Then you've got these two here, which is the large ones, but you get two in here. Oh, hang on. Would you use embroidery floss with a tassel maker or silky yarn? You can do, can't you? Yes, you can. $6.99. Then this one here, which is the next one down. Who? $5.99. Oh, Hannah's watch is saying she's been sitting still for too many hours. It's telling her she's got to go for a walk. She'll walk to Greg's in a minute. Right, okay. And then I've got the Diddy ones. We're only just going to make this time-wise. Graphics coming in. £4.49. You get the two little ones in there. Most popular. Those are the most popular, those. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Right. Right. Oh, we've got to go. We're all back tomorrow. Well, Wendy's not, but me, Emma, and what's she called, that girl? Hannah. Back. She's waving like that. She's waving like that to everybody. We're back tomorrow on Safe Street and Yarn Lane again tomorrow. So we'll see you at 8 o'clock in the morning. Do not be late.